but I do a lot of Fox as one of their sort of regular contributors, counterterrorism analysts. But I try and do all media, but I pretty much stay in the national space right now.
Uh-huh. What about local press? Because it seems like the local press who are covering the demonstrations.
I just did some local media with Steve Garvey, who's a good friend of mine. He's the GOP candidate who's running for senator. Steve asked me to come out and talk about all the anti-Semitism and the pro-terror or the anti-Israel, encampments that were happening across UCLA, across the country. And so I did a press conference with him for some local media. So I'll do it as it makes sense strategically. And
how do you feel about the coverage, local press coverage of these demonstrations that are not only anti-Israel, but they're libeling Israel? In other words, they're accusing Israel of genocide, apartheid.
They have there's. I think this is an anti-American thing that's really unfolding here. I don't think this is exclusive to Israel. I think the communities that have been brought together and riled up are completely uneducated and don't really. I think this is a social communist movement that's percolating here in the United States, and I think they're doing it on the backs of the Palestinians, and I think they're doing it on the backs of Israel. But they don't have a real context of what they're really out there talking about right now.
Could you elaborate on that, on the element you call it anti-Americanism?
If you look at the interview that Abby Martin just gave with on Piers Morgan with Mossab Hassan Youssef, the son of the co-founder of Hamas, she's part of a movement designed to essentially turn the United States into a communist state and to tackle and completely dismantle capitalism. So I really think that there's a much larger domestic threat that's brewing. I think that the LGBTQ community's been hijacked. I think the non-binary community's been hijacked into it. I think the weak-minded students who, are getting their information from very left-leaning, pro-communist, pro-socialist professors. It's all part of a bigger thing that I know that U.S. law enforcement's looking at, and I'm pretty sure Israel's looking at it too.